Hey everyone, welcome back to today's video. As you can see on my screen right now, I have the screenshots of my notification squad of all of you who commented notification squad if you came to my video early or if you just wanted to comment it. So yeah, I have 2 pages of this, so I'm going to leave this one open while I talk, and then I'm going to go into the next one. So tomorrow's the day of the Alabama, actually today is the day of the Alabama primaries, and I'm hoping to see the results. I mean, I've been looking through these things a lot, which is why I made a video on it yesterday, and I'm hoping that the Alabama primaries will come out as a runoff in both, so that way my prediction will be correct, because I've seen a lot of the polling. New polls came out actually like an hour after I uploaded the video. So then I saw it, and then some of them contradicted some of the things I said, and some of them supported them. Either way, none of the candidates are polling above 50% at this moment, so I'm thinking it'll go to a runoff in both primaries. So yeah, you can check out my video. That was my last one, and here's the second page of Notification Squad people. If you see people that are on there twice, it's because I uploaded 2 videos, and then I'm doing my Notification Squad. So if you see them on there twice, that's probably why. They commented on both videos. And I only do these during election night, so if you're hoping to get your name up on here, it'll be for the next election night, and tonight is Caroline Kennedy versus Donald Trump. Currently, I'm still in the Philippines. I'm 12 hours ahead of you guys. So when I upload things, it takes 4 hours to upload an election night and an hour and 10 minutes to upload a 10-minute prediction video, which is why I'm trying to keep them short. That 18-minute video took 7 hours, I think, because I uploaded it, and I accidentally closed my lid, and I had to redo it, and the internet here is not that good. So that's pretty much why, and let's just get right into this video. Good evening. Welcome to Election Night 2020. Tonight we have Caroline Kennedy from the great state of New York running with John Delaney against the incumbent president, Donald Trump, and the incumbent vice president, Mike Pence. Let's go through some polling data. The approval nationally for the president is disapprove plus 10. As you can see, he had a high disapproval rating starting in March all the way up until Election Day, which he has a disapprove plus 10 nationally. Amongst Democrats, the opposing party, his disapproval rating is at 80%. 10% of Democrats approve of him, while the rest are undecided. The national average is Kennedy plus 6. As you can see, when she first announced her campaign, she had a huge lead in polls. However, he slowly brought her down until today, where she's ahead by 6 only. And if all polling data goes through, Caroline Kennedy will win the election 278 to Donald Trump's 260 by flipping back the states of Pennsylvania, Michigan, and Wisconsin. The CNN prediction is Kennedy 324 to Trump's 214, surprisingly giving him Michigan, but giving Kennedy North Carolina and Florida. The Fox News prediction shows Trump ahead 315 to Caroline Kennedy's 223. It is now 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, and we can now make projections in 4 new states, totaling up to 60 electoral votes in total. Out of the state of Kentucky, its 8 electoral votes will go to Donald Trump. Caroline Kennedy making good inroads in the South at this moment. 9 electoral votes out of the state of South Carolina, only 1 county reporting a very Democratic county. However, we do have enough information to predict this state for Donald Trump. The state of Indiana's 11 electoral votes, Vice President Mike Pence's home state, will go to Donald Trump. And Caroline Kennedy will take the state of Vermont's 3 electoral votes, 66% of the vote. In the state of Virginia, it is too close to call, a very big battleground state, going to be very important in this election, 49% to 48%. And out of the state of Georgia, its 16 electoral votes are too close to call. And the electoral map is on your screen now, 23 for the president and 3 for Caroline Kennedy. It is now 7:30 p.m. and we can now make a projection out of 1 new state. 3 new states polls have closed, 37 electoral votes in total. Out of the state of West Virginia, its 5 electoral votes will go to Donald Trump. The state of Ohio is too close to call, a Trump state from 2016, 18 electoral votes. Out of the state of North Carolina, it is also too close to call, 15 electoral votes. And the electoral map is on your screen now, 33 for the president and 3 for Caroline Kennedy. It is now 8 o'clock p.m., and we can now make a huge new batch of predictions out of this huge batch of poll closings, totaling up to 169 electoral votes. Out of the state of Oklahoma, its 7 electoral votes will go to Donald Trump. Donald Trump will carry the crucial state of Missouri's 10 electoral votes. State of Tennessee, 11 electoral votes projected to go to Donald Trump. Alabama's 9 electoral votes will go to Donald Trump. Donald Trump will carry one congressional district out of the state of Maine, the second congressional district, and out of the state of Mississippi, its 6 electoral votes will go to Donald Trump. Now out of the state of Illinois, 20 electoral votes will go to Caroline Kennedy. Maryland will also go to Caroline Kennedy, the home state of her running mate. Delaware, 3 electoral votes projected to go to Caroline Kennedy. Out of the state of New Jersey, 14 electoral votes will go to Kennedy. Caroline Kennedy will take the state of Massachusetts, 11 electoral votes. And the state of Connecticut, 7 electoral votes projected to go to Caroline Kennedy. The state of Rhode Island, 4 electoral votes projected to go to Caroline Kennedy. Maine, 3 out of its 4 electoral votes out of the congressional districts, not the second one, will go to Caroline Kennedy. And Caroline Kennedy will carry the most liberal party in the United States, the District of Columbia, and its 3 electoral votes. The state of Florida is currently too close to call, 70% of precincts reporting, 29 electoral votes, a crucial swing state. Either one, this state could tip the favor of the election. The state of New Hampshire, 4 electoral votes, is now too close to call, a battleground state, 50-50 again, just like we saw in Florida. And out of the state of Pennsylvania, it is 50% to 49%, extremely close, 20 electoral votes. And the electoral map is on your screen now. As you can see, it's a teeny tiny total, 78 for Caroline Kennedy and 77 for the president. It is now 8:30 p.m. in Bill Clinton's home state of Arkansas. Polls have closed. Out of the state of Arkansas, its 6 electoral votes will go to Donald Trump. It is now 9 o'clock p.m. and we can now make a huge new batch of predictions, 156 electoral votes in total. Out of the state of Texas, its 38 electoral votes will go to Donald Trump. This is a huge prize for him. Out of the state of Louisiana, its 8 electoral votes will also go to Donald Trump. Donald Trump will carry the state of Kansas, who are hitting the red wall now, 6 electoral votes. The state of Nebraska, 4 out of its 5 electoral votes will go to Donald Trump. Donald Trump will also carry South Dakota with its 3 electoral votes, and the state of North Dakota with its 3 electoral votes. In the state of Wyoming, 3 electoral votes will go to Donald Trump. And the state of New Mexico, an earlier call then in 2016, 5 electoral votes projected to go to Caroline Kennedy. Caroline Kennedy will also take her home state of New York, 29 electoral votes. Out of the state of New Hampshire, we are now getting a call. Caroline Kennedy will take the state by 3%. This is an earlier call than in 2016. And another early call, Virginia, 13 electoral votes will go to Caroline Kennedy. The state of Minnesota, 10 electoral votes will go to Caroline Kennedy, 4% lead here for her. And in the state of Colorado, it is too close to call, 9 electoral votes in total. Out of the state of Wisconsin, another crucial swing state, 10 electoral votes too close to call. Out of the state of Michigan, 49% for the president, 47% for Caroline Kennedy, 16 electoral votes. Arizona's 11 electoral votes are also too close to call, Caroline Kennedy with a small lead. And the electoral map is on your screen now, 150 for the president to 137 for Caroline Kennedy. It is now 10 o'clock p.m. and we can now make a projection out of the state of Montana and Iowa, and 21 electoral votes in total out of these poll closings. 3 electoral votes from the state of Montana will go to Donald Trump. Donald Trump will also carry the crucial swing state of Iowa, 6 electoral votes. This is getting trending more and more Republican every election year. And out of the state of Nevada, 6 electoral votes will go to Caroline Kennedy, 51% to 45%. And the state of Utah is currently too close to call. Interestingly, Evan McMullin is ahead in this state, 36% to 33% for Donald Trump. This came out of nowhere. Evan McMullin was not even projected to even come close to taking the state. However, with 21% of precincts reporting in the state of Utah, Evan McMullin is ahead by 3% of Donald Trump and 5% ahead of Caroline Kennedy. And the electoral map is on your screen now, 145 for Caroline Kennedy to 157 for Donald Trump. It's now 11 o'clock p.m. and we can now make a projection out of every state you see in yellow on your screen now, totaling up to 82 electoral votes. Out of the state of California, its 55 electoral votes will go to Caroline Kennedy. Caroline Kennedy will also take the state of Washington's 12 electoral votes. The state of Oregon's 7 electoral votes will go to Caroline Kennedy. In the state of Hawaii, 4 electoral votes will go to Caroline Kennedy. Now out of the state of Michigan, we're getting another call. Its 16 electoral votes will go to Caroline Kennedy. Sorry about the precincts reporting issue. Right now, there are 90% of precincts reporting, not 12%. But the state will go to Caroline Kennedy by a decisive margin. And out of the state of Idaho, its 4 electoral votes will go to Donald Trump. And the electoral map is on your screen now, 235 for Caroline Kennedy. She has surpassed where Hillary Clinton got in 2016 to 165 for the president. It is now 12:06 a.m. and we can now make 4 major projections. Now coming out of the state of North Carolina, Donald Trump is the apparent winner of its 15 electoral votes. This puts him closer and closer to 270. Now out of the state of Georgia, another state, 16 electoral votes will go to Donald Trump. Donald Trump will also carry the state of Ohio and its crucial 18 electoral votes. Remember, Barack Obama took the state, however, Donald Trump took it in 2016. And out of the state of Arizona, another Trump call, 11 electoral votes will go to Donald Trump. Every single call we've just made all favor Donald Trump, putting him at, he has broken the 200 barrier, putting him up at 221 electoral votes to Caroline Kennedy's 235. It is now 1 o'clock a.m. and we can now make a projection out of the state of Alaska. The state of Alaska's 3 electoral votes will go to Donald Trump, and we're now getting a call out of the state of Colorado, and its 9 electoral votes will go to Caroline Kennedy. Decisive victory for her. And out of the state of Nebraska, the final congressional district yet to be called, the second one, will go to Donald Trump, 50% to 49%. And out of the state of Utah, Evan McMullin is the projected winner. This is extremely surprising. 96% of precincts reporting. 6 electoral votes will go to an independent, the first time an independent has carried this state in modern U.S. political history. This is tremendous. I mean, conservatives have put forward Evan McMullin to replace Donald Trump in the state of Utah. Evan McMullin ran again like he ran in 2016. He has won decisively, 40% to Donald Trump's 30% to Caroline Kennedy's 30%. Donald Trump now carries the same amount as Caroline Kennedy does, and this is a huge win for Evan McMullin, 6 electoral votes. It is now 3 o'clock a.m. and we can now make 2 major projections. Out of the state of Wisconsin, its 10 electoral votes will go to Donald Trump. He's the apparent winner by a margin of 5,000 votes. And out of the state of Florida, its 29 electoral votes will go to Donald Trump. Look at that huge lead for him, 2% in a crucial swing state as big as itself. And the electoral map is on your screen now. 264 for Donald Trump, 235 for Caroline Kennedy, and 6 for Evan McMullin. We apologize for the electoral map. Colorado should be solid blue, however it is leaning blue. 6 electoral votes, like I said before, for Evan McMullin, 264 for Donald Trump, and 235 for Caroline Kennedy. The only state to be called at this moment is Pennsylvania, and it is still too close to call. It is now 4:03 a.m., and we can now make a huge major projection out of the state of Pennsylvania. The state of Pennsylvania's 20 electoral votes will flip back to the Democratic side. 50% of the vote to 50% for Donald Trump, Caroline Kennedy with a slim lead. And we are now seeing where this puts the candidates on the electoral map. 264 for Donald Trump, 4 electoral votes away from the presidency. 6 electoral votes away from the presidency. Caroline Kennedy at 268, and 6 electoral votes for Evan McMullin. Evan McMullin has been the spoiler for this election. If his 6 electoral votes went to Donald Trump will have won this election. However, he didn't. This race will go on to the House and Senate by our projections. Caroline Kennedy flipping back the states of Michigan and Pennsylvania, and Evan McMullin taking the state of Utah. And we can now make a presidential race after the votes in both the House and the Senate. Out of the House, the presidency of the United States will go to Caroline Kennedy. Republicans split between Evan McMullin and Donald Trump. Caroline Kennedy will take the majority of votes in the House of Representatives. However, in the Senate, Vice President Mike Pence has been reelected as Vice President. He will be the Vice President of the United States. John Delaney has been defeated in the U.S. Senate. And the presidency of the United States will go to Caroline Kennedy, 50% of the popular vote, to Donald Trump's 48% of the popular vote, to Evan McMullin's 2%, 98 at precincts reporting nationally, and Caroline Kennedy will be sworn in as the 46th president of the United States. And the final electoral map on your screen now, 268 for Caroline Kennedy, 6 for Evan McMullin, and 264 for the President of the United States. Thank you all for, sorry about the thank you all for the subscriber part, that was just an error. But thank you all for 440 subscribers, I'm pretty sure. I can't wait to get to 450. I've been reaching so many new milestones, and it's just amazing. If you're early to my video, like I said before, comment notification squad, and I'll put you in my next election night like I did before. I'm hoping to get more than 2 pages now. We had 28 before, I'm not exactly sure how many we had this time, but I'm hoping to get a lot more. My Patreon is patreon.com/LTE, standing for Let's Talk Elections, and comment up suggestions for new videos. This final end theme is sort of a template that I've been using, so that's why the upcoming video may be incorrect. But I'm going to comment below all my upcoming videos, and I'm going to dabble into 2024 election predictions starting up very soon. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.